So shredding is all about the little things. So usually when I come out here, you see this place right here, Randy's Donuts. Yo, yo, your soon-to-be shredded brother from another mother, and I am on my way to do some very fucked up things to my quads, my hamstrings, and especially my glutes. And probably gonna be walking kind of funny in public for the next couple days after this. And you know what? That is like a badge of honor, because all kidding aside, your relationship with leg day tells me everything about you, because leg day is by far the hardest workout if you do it right. And when I started working out, I had a really shitty relationship with leg day. I mean, I kind of skipped it altogether. I was a typical gym bro, chest, arms, and abs. And this is back before social media was really even a thing. I mean, I started working out when dinosaurs were still roaming the earth. So I didn't have access to all this amazing information, but I wish I could go back in time when I was, 16, 17, 18, and I wish I became obsessed with leg day sooner. But I eventually became obsessed with leg day, and I started off, I remember squatting, struggling with 185 pounds. And I'd go in the gym, I'd see people doing 3 plates, and I'd be like, holy shit, what are these guys on steroids, or how did they get so strong? And I just kept at it year after year for 5, maybe almost 10 years now of squatting twice a week, pretty much every single week. And I love leg day because it tells me so much about myself. If I can persevere, I can keep on adding weight to the bar, and I can get stronger on my largest muscle groups and also hardest muscle group to train. I know I can do anything physically. I can push myself past the next guy. So it's the same thing in life, guys, with business. You make X amount of money in a business. One year, you try to double it the next year. It gets harder and harder, but it's supposed to be hard, guys, because the hard is what makes it great. So, I've seen a lot of correlation between fitness and just what we built from my company Elfline over the last 7 years. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. So we're gonna go in the gym today, and we are going to do I call it an athletic leg day. So I'm all about running faster, sprinting faster, jumping higher, and still building the quad. So it's a perfect mix of fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fiber training. So we're gonna go really heavy on the box squat, focus on getting stronger, more explosive. We're gonna throw in some plyometrics. Then we're also gonna do some slow twitch muscle fiber training, which is, gonna correlate to that hypertrophy. So we're gonna blow up those quads, get those quads of the gods, sipping on some Superhuman burn on my way to the gym, and we'll see you in the squat rack. We are up to the first move, heavy box squat. Now, this is all about the fast twitch muscle fibers. I'm trying to move very heavy weight, relatively explosive. And if you just look at how, say, an NFL running back would train, in fact, Christian McCaffrey does this exact same exercise every single week in his training. Not quite at Christian McCaffrey level, but he is having an MVP season. He does 6 plates on each side on this. I'm at I think I can do 4.5 today. So slow, 3 seconds on the way down, explode up, and we're not gonna go a lot of reps here. If your goal is just building your quads, you don't need to do this if you're not concerned about being a better athlete. But I do enjoy getting stronger for at least one move. So here we go. And we're probably gonna stop there today. The knee tendon, still a tiny bit irritated. I've had this problem with my right knee tendon for 2 years now. It's 80, 90%, but definitely test it out. We're gonna save the tendon for some explosive jumps now. We're up to the hip thrust. Now, I prefer to do this move on a Smith machine, and you don't see a lot of guys at the gym hip thrusting, and that is a shame because your glutes are actually the largest muscle in the human body, and when it just comes to athleticism, it's where so much of your power comes from when you're sprinting, when you're jumping, when you're squatting heavy. So you see a lot of even Olympic sprinters that will prioritize the hip thrust. So I'm gonna go like 10, 12 rep range. We're gonna keep the reps a little more explosive here. And if you wanna hit more hamstrings, your feet are gonna be out more. If you wanna hit more glutes, your feet are gonna be more in towards your body. So hit a little bit of both here, but it feels awkward for me to go all the way out here. So we're gonna tuck it under. Here we go. Oh yeah. So we're up to some dumbbell squat jumps. Now, this is a great exercise in a fat loss phase. Also a great exercise if you're trying to get more athletic. So you can progressively overload on this move and pretty much any move, guys. So like, what I mean by that is I'm jumping with 17.5s. And by the way, a good reference for this exercise is, I would say between like 15 to 25% of your body weight. So 35 pounds, I'm like 205. That's about, 15, 20% of my body weight. So I'm gonna do 17.5 pounds today for like 4 sets of 8. Next time I do this, I'm gonna go 20-pound dumbbells for 4 sets of 8 until I get up to maybe 30 pounds for 4 sets of 8. So this is very taxing on your body, and I always recommend you do it after squats. You're gonna find you can actually jump higher after you do heavy squats. So very taxing. We're gonna keep our rest times short, about 60 seconds. Let's go. So I got this from the guy with the world's highest vertical jump. We're gonna go isolateral on the hamstring curl machine. Having a little bit of knee tendon pain. It's kind of a byproduct of explosive training. So I was supposed to do dumbbell Bulgarian split squats. Had to cancel those, so we're gonna go single leg here. So typically I would go 5 to 7 sets here on the leg extension for 12 to 15 reps, really focus on growing the quads, but we have a little bit of right knee tendon pain, so I'm gonna show you guys, if you guys ever have knee tendon pain or you just wanna strengthen your knee tendons because you play sports, you sprint, you jump a lot, here's an awesome thing you can do on the leg extension. So think about 4 range of motion right here, think about halfway right here, you're just gonna hold it right here for about 45 seconds. So pick a weight where you can not hold it for more than like, I would say 50 to 60 seconds. Like that would be complete all-out failure. So 45 seconds is kind of the sweet spot. You're gonna feel your knee tendons contract and you're just gonna hold this position right here. So we're gonna finish up with a few sets of this, and then we got Nordic curls and cardio still to go. So I had to buy this machine for like $250 just to be able to do this exercise. It is considered the #1 exercise to be a freak athlete. Anyone who can do a full Nordic curl, I guarantee you, has incredible strength, speed, and athleticism. In fact, one of the only guys who I've seen do 10 in a row with no assisted help is Tyreek Hill, arguably the fastest man in NFL history. So you're gonna see most of the benefit from the eccentric part of the rep. I still can't do a full range of motion one, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to fight it on the way down. Oh. 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 Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Come on. Holy shit. So you're gonna feel like your hamstrings are gonna flat out pop out of your leg. I'm gonna be doing these twice a week for the next 8 weeks, and hopefully get to the point sometime this year where I can do a full range of motion, Nordic curl. It's time to eat. This is my favorite post-workout meal. We have grass-fed steak, organic eggs, truffle hot sauce, and we have some organic blueberries here. So extremely nutrient dense, very, very, very high in protein. We're talking like 60, 70 grams of protein, and it's gluten-free. It's not processed. It's sugar-free minus, the fruit sugar from the blueberries. So I just try to put the best fuel in my body to boost recovery. I try to eat really high protein following these workouts, especially when I'm fasted. So we're going to chow down on some steak and eggs. And by the way, if you guys have not tried this truffle hot sauce, it is totally worth it. It is so much better than like any hot sauce I've ever had in my life. And also it has 10 calories per serving. So we are going to enjoy this post-workout meal, and then we're gonna do a little shopping. Yo, we are very hungry. I didn't intentionally do this, but obviously I'm on the shred. I gotta stick to my macros, 2,500 calories. It's gonna be tough to get the 200 grams of protein in today though, because I'm only at about 70. I'm at 700 calories and like 70 grams of protein, and I'm just doing some Christmas shopping with my wife. And so the way the day's gonna end up, we're gonna have basically 2 big meals, maybe a high protein snack. So I'm gonna take you guys with me to my favorite restaurant in Las Vegas, Tao. It's so good. Probably gonna do like chicken satay, maybe some like high protein sushi. So I'll show you guys what I order, and hopefully I don't pass out from hunger. So this is what you order on a shred when you're out to eat. So we got literally like all protein right here. Sashimi, we got chicken satay, a few carbs right here, and the spicy yellowtail roast. So I got this. I got a filet mignon coming, so definitely gonna hit over 100 grams of protein. Pretty much just eating pure protein. Looks amazing. This is like a wasabi kind of like sashimi. Ah, shit, it fell off. So good. So shredding is all about the little things. So usually when I come out here, you see this place right here, Randy's Donuts. I almost always have a donut, especially after I have a cigar or like a night out. But tonight, we are sacrificing those 400 calories. Sometimes I have 2 donuts, that's a lot of calories. So getting shredded, it is the compound effect. It's saying no to bad food. You save 400, 500 calories every single day. You will get shredded so much faster over the course of a month. So goodbye, Randy's Donuts. We'll maybe see you soon. So we survived day number 2, night out in Las Vegas. That's why you see me in a casino right now. And we had steak, we had sushi, we had sashimi, we had chicken. I had some lollipop wings at the bar we were just at. Did not have any alcohol. I stuck to Diet Coke, water, had a few lollipop chicken wings. And since I don't really drink at all, I had a cigar. Not the healthiest habit in the world. I do not encourage you to do it as well. But it does keep me on track on my shred without drinking when I have these nights out. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, tap the bell, and continue to watch the shredding journey because we have 28 days to go.